have. It's like the war memories with the background.
Felt like we're kind of doing some sort of like new age art, you know, very arty presentation of some sort of way of watching Dota 2. But here we go, back to the classic way.
Yeah. All right, so let's see how it all ends up going down. So Lion, we've seen this a couple times from teams to be able to address Naga Siren in the mid game and stuff like that. You get your shard, you're draining, always farming the illusions and stuff like that. So that could be pretty decent, but it does make your lane a bit weaker. Lion, of course, has been traditionally not really looked as a strong laner overall. Only Kaka makes it work. Literally the only player in the world.
And did you like this last pick there for Bra?
I think it's just comfort, right? I think that's like the biggest thing that he wanted to go for here. I think it can definitely run into some pretty difficult stuff this game, since there's a lot of poke that comes out from gaming Gladiators, and this is a hero that you're very often forced into a position to get that BKB early, and if they have ways of like poking and forcing it, the fights can be pretty scary afterwards. And yeah, with Pango, with glimpses and stuff like that, there's also a chance he just doesn't get the BKB off. There's a blink DK stun arrow, you know, in a lot of situations he could just die. So it's good for Bryo, but for the game, I could see some concerns for it.
And does it matter that much for TSM that until sort of, you know, some kind of big items are online for the cause, all the playmaking, it's going to have to be done by their supports?
That's my worry. That's like literally the biggest thing that I was looking at that I'm pretty concerned about. I mean, Ari, yes, his Rubik is very good, but it's pretty reliant on what spells you can steal. He does have some decent ones, but we'll have to see how much they can get done, him and Whitemon. The same thing for Lion. You like need a blink dagger. Their lineup, you need a blink on Lion to make initiation happen. There's no real initiation afterwards. You'll have to rely mostly on counter initiation. Like the Pango's rolling in, you get some type of rupture play, and then you're able to just somehow blow him up. Besides that, yeah, you have no way of starting the fight yourselves. Until later. Yeah, let's see how these lanes do end up going down. Bottom, DK should be, should pretty much absolutely free farm. I see that, I actually see a pretty decent amount of kill threat down here. Even potentially onto both heroes. Tomato can just get right-clicked and constantly poked down. Whiteman more than likely for anything to die. Quinn, definitely Bryo has the potential to get solo kills. But has to be careful how much he pushes it. Oh my god. 12 HP.
I mean, that mid lane matchup, does it ever sort of get to the state where the Pango can't lane, or are you always able to clear the wave out?
He might die. Bryo. Ooh. Bit of a rough one there.
A little off the mark, and now he's left pretty low on the regen. That was his last bottle charge, Bryo. And no more mangoes, so no chance of surprising Quinn. What's he got coming out?
Mango.
He's getting another mango.
Yeah, I like the stick a lot versus Pango. Yep. He's always spamming, so. I think Quinn's too comfortable in all these matchups. He shouldn't get solo killed. You have too many different ways of just displacing yourself and getting away. And right now he's holding his own. 17-2 versus 15-1. However, how many mangoes were used? I mean, actually, they're like that even on net worth, so. Bottom, Tofu. Gets away.
It's going to be difficult to really get that set up, at least until there's a point in the hex or further in the stun.
Oh my, I think, wait, Celery, is he playing Undying? He has 9 mangoes. I mean, I love it, but it's funny. Kasane, he's in some trouble.
They got the glimpse. And that's going to do it. First blood here for Gaming Gladiators in the safe lane. Duracho takes it.
The mangoes, man. Celery literally went for like 9 mango build or something, or 8 mangoes. And went for 2 points in Thunderstrike. Pretty different. I mean, you don't see this as often anymore. You tend to just see the 1 point in people maxing glimpse and getting kinetic points, but wants that extra harassment. Pays off.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get more kills out of it on this top lane. With as much has been invested in the potential to make these early plays.
Going on Kastani immediately, right away. Up top. He does it. I mean, they do a good job of clearing the illusions, though. Duracho, they actually just right-click them down. He does have his Helm of Iron Will finished up. But he is being slowed down quite a lot. And the DK on the opposing side, Ace, he's just going to be able to chill down here. Celery.
And we're at the point in net to hold back Kasane. But Ari, on the right clicks alone, he's able to run Celery out the lane.
Nicely done. Good little body blocks. They're honestly, even though he did die the one time, they're playing the lane top really well. Immediately when Dyrachyo pops his illusions, they're clearing them out every single time and farming them. Bryle pulling slightly ahead inside that mid matchup now that he has boots, but Quinn has raindrop, so very unlikely he does get solo killed. And when Pango hits 6, there is always going to be kill threat onto a Shadow Fiend with any +1.
Absolutely, yeah. Bryle's going to have to be careful with his positioning in that mid lane. Doesn't want to get caught around the stairs.
Ari.
He's got the Fairy Fire.
He's going to make him really work for it. They've got another Thunder Strike in a second. Okay, we'll be able to get him.
Another kill for Dyrachyo. Definitely having the slowest time on the CS so far as the Naga Siren, but getting these early kills. Balance it all out here for Dyrachyo's early game.
Again, though, they're going instantly aggressive. Kasane shows him again, and they're going to have another glimpse play for him. Disruptor is just so strong in these lanes. Pretty much in any lane nowadays. And Quinn, he will get the DD rune. They'll fill up Bryle's bottle. Supports all rotating to the mid lane. Quinn is 6. So gonna have to watch out for these rotations, perhaps from Tofu. He doesn't have arrow yet, though, so maybe wants to wait for that. Ace doesn't care at all down here. Stun up in 5 seconds. Can't quite go for Tomato just yet.
Are there any sort of like alternate builds that we could expect to see Ace go when he's playing the DK offlane?
No, I think you just go your Soul Ring Blink. I don't think you want to deviate in this game.
Top lane.
We'll get Celery.
Yeah, they do. The Wolves are in. And it's just the Wolves and Ari just focusing down Celery whilst Dyrachyo's kind of occupied with trying to chase out Kasane.
This is the fun lane. Just constant battles back and forth.
Yeah, kind of tough to bring each core down now. Kasane with the Helm of Iron Will and the high regen. Very hard for Gaming Gladiators to find the damage to kill the Lycan in the lane at this point.
Ari constantly at threats, but yeah, Kasane should be tanky enough very soon. And Quinn, I mean, he's ahead of the SF in the lane. After all this time, after the first 7 minutes, they've actually set up Quinn perfectly. And when you pick the SF, it's about wanting to really dominate this type of lane, like versus your Embers, versus these melee heroes, and just wasn't the case here in the first 8 minutes. See what power rune's gonna happen. They're gonna make some rotations. They definitely have kill threat if they do get the disables onto Quinn.
Ari. He's gonna try with the setup.
They need the line closer.
They're going to go for Whitemon. They get the kill, but obviously TSM, they're in position up top to get the power rune. So Bryle finds an arcane.
He's got some stacks, too, to work on. Quinn gives a cheeky little smile.
A cheeky smile there from Quinn. Yeah, he's having a good one.
He's like, they gave me Pango again. Hey, they have a Bloodseeker, though. So, you know, it's not the freest of Pango games, of course, but we have to imagine he's going to itemize somehow. Diffusal Lincolns, something like that. Diffusal Blink. Some type of adaptation. Ace, he's actually foregoing the Soul Ring since he's just getting fed wand charges. It's just going to be a straight rush for the Blink Dagger. It's going to be a quick one for him. He's absolutely free farming down bottom. Bryle. Stepping up a bit far, but he's got Whitemon.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a bait here. Whitemon's ready with the backup. The Hex is there into the Requiem. Another raise. That'll do it there, Quinn. Not quite prepared for Whitemon to be hanging around behind Bryle.
Great rotation. Bryle, Arcane Rune coming into play there, so he gets the extra raises up to stack him up. Yeah, Quinn got baited. And Dyrachyo is pretty much top of that net worth with now the SF. Getting this free farm up top. Because Kasane does a very good job of focus. This is every time that he summoned them, he instantly kills all the illusions. I'm very impressed with the way that they do play with that.
Back over in the mid. Quinn having to get a bit of revenge onto Whitemon with the help of Tofu.
Ace now, level 6. This cosmetic, oh man, it always gets me. I don't know. It's a blue dragon, but he's just level 6, of course. Yeah, super early blink going to be available for him to get the lockdown onto SF in particular.
They're going to go for Brawl in the river.
They have enough celery.
He's going to get zapped by Ari, and I don't think Quinn's got enough damage to take down Brawl. He's got to roll away.
Tofu?
And both supports potentially in trouble. Tofu does have the leaps up. Somebody get out of the blood right will escape.
Nice rotations, and it's around 10 minutes, so siege creep is coming in. Brawl already has his Dragonlance finished up. He can start putting a beating onto this tower soon.
Yeah, some really nice early focus here from TSM around the mid, making sure that Quinn not quite able to pop off as he would hope to.
I think they dewarded both of his mid wards as well, too. Yep, they did. So they got both the mid wards that Quinn was trying to protect himself with those rotations. All about shutting down Quinn. Name of the game. And they're keeping the stacks going too. So while they're making all these rotations, I'm liking this. I'm liking what these supports are doing. I liked what they did last game, honestly. Just was such an impossible situation that they were put in. They're getting the stacks going. They're moving around, so they're setting Braille up for this success. On the flip side, though, Gaming looking to make a move for themselves. And, oh, okay. Ace has gone greedy.
Ace switched it up.
Okay.
You know, got close to the money for the Blink Dagger, but when you do that, the temptation is always there to get the Midas. At least, you know, get it first. You get the Blink later.
Sure. I mean, he's going to be able to scale pretty hard then with that. And the scan, it actually connects on Tomato. They're going for the dive.
They know he's in it.
Oh, this is sneaky. Tomato, he's like, oh my god, what the?
They're going to find him. And he is indeed looking very dead. Caught in the Static Storm. Ooh, he's going to make it a little way out of there, but Tofu will manage to finish him off, and that'll be this tower going down.
He gives him the XD. I mean, that's one of those moments where you're just like, oh god, they're on top of me. What the hell happened? And yeah, tower taken, and they still have Dragon Form.
Oh, over in the mid, Quinn. He's going to get blasted here by Whitemon and the finger.
Doesn't respect the supports.
No, this mid lane, they're bullying Quinn now. He's died a couple of times in this spot where TSM, they've just had the numbers.
Tofu. Not able to take away the rune. Brian now has a DD. Yeah, setting up the SF for success. They're rotating toward mid lane too. Kasani takes top, quickly comes toward mid.
That's good stuff. I mean,
yep.
TSM, as we've seen pretty much, I believe in all but one of their series, they tend to lose game one, but game two, that's where they go for the win, and they get it. You know, at least historically in this league. And so far here in this game two of this series, it's looking definitely a whole lot better than the game one opening.
Absolutely. That's why we've been calling them TSM, of course. And yeah, taking over their enemy jungle. Very important. Moonlight Shadow's coming up, but it's a deep ward already spotted. So TSM, they have the vision to be able to watch the movement that's coming out from Gladiators right now. Very good preparation in this early game. Yeah, Bryle, he's set up to have a very early BKB, which can allow him to, you know, be that frontliner in a way as like a Shadow Fiend, which you don't usually see too often for his supports just to thrive. Cool stuff. They're going to hit a pretty damn good timing window where they can potentially just like force Roshans and stuff, right? Well, when they get the Helm of the Overlord, they have the BKB on the SF. That could be an indicator just to get straight into Rosh if they see Gaming Gladiators split up away from it. Some really good stuff here in these first 13 minutes. Gaming, of course, still, I mean, they're still farming just fine. It's just a couple of these deaths definitely from Quinn have slowed him down significantly. Tofu.
Whitemon. He's going to get the setup, and in with a raise and a right click. Tofu's out. He's out.
And the Static Storm that isn't going to accomplish anything.
No, this mid area of the map has just not been a good place for Gaming Gladiators to make moves. TSM. I mean, what do you do about this if you're gaming? You just don't want to come here anymore.
You have to wait for Ace when he has Blink. I mean, the fact that he went Midas is what's kind of causing some of these plays to be able to happen from TSM. Now they even spot it too with the Wolves. So they know that Ace, he's actually just killable, and he doesn't have that Dream initiation that he probably wanted as early as he may have needed, so.
And Bryle, he's looking for the setup here.
Ace, there's an Invis rune from Bryle.
He's really waiting for that perfect Requiem opportunity. He'll go for it now. He's going to be able to clip them from the side, separate them. There's enough to allow them the space to take down Celery. See if they can chase out Ace as well. He's going for the TP.
He's got the Stone Stun. Wait, did the Ogre just stop him? The Ogre stunned Ari.
Stopped him.
Oh.
Ari couldn't get in for the Dragon Tail, right?
Oh,
because of the Ogre.
That was planned by Ace, of course. Yeah, he tipped.
Oh,
I
no.
mean, that is That is one of the funniest things I've seen in a while.
These goddamn ogres.
Oh my god. I mean, Ace was for sure dead if he gets done there. Oh, man.
We'll have it again here. Ari grabs the Dragon Tail, and he just can't quite get there.
Oh my goodness. You can't make that up. Sunny dropping low top. They're making a rotation with Quinn. His defusal timing is much slower than usual. Now Ace has Blink, so now they can actually make plays on their own. But TSM have gotten quite a bit of space from these moments. I mean, Bryle, he's gonna have BKB very soon. Got it.
Alright, top lane Duracho. He'll pick up another. But yeah, this been honestly, kind of Whitemon and Bryle just been able to set up a lot between the two of them.
Yeah.
Bryle 105, getting heavily involved. Yeah, really good timing on this BKB. They're gonna actually smoke up before it's done.
They've got the Helm of the Overlord too, so I think they can maybe force a Roche if they get any type of pick off. If they can even force like a Rolling Thunder from Quinn, then they can just go straight to Roche afterwards. The DD spawns bottom. Another, I mean, a beautiful thing if they do want to go for setting up this Roshan.
Yeah, Bryle's going to be able to grab that. So DDSF.
There's big stuff here in gaming. I mean, they're still positioned around this ward that caught them earlier, so they're completely under vision. This ward is doing so much work. But Bryle, still no BKB.
He's going to start it off as well. He's straight in with the Blink Dragon Tail onto Bryle. Bryle in trouble. He's got the stick charges. He'll try and get a few razors off, but Bryle's gone. Whitemon, he's not TPing out of here. The glimpse is available. Whitemon also left behind. Ace even able to get off the Midas there, nice and smoothly. But indeed, that fight happening at a time where Bryle, I believe, is about 100 goals short of the BKB.
Oh man, that is so unfortunate for him. Doesn't go for the safe farm to finish it up. They could have had a big window there to be able to get the ball rolling even more so. But now Gaming hitting back, and that's the Ace Blink reveal. Immediately gets them with the best kill they could possibly get.
Yeah, he's going to hit some good timings with his items this game. He gets that good speed on the Midas, and then as soon as he gets the Blink afterwards, immediately setting up some good action here for Gaming.
Radiant are scanning.
They're scanning. They're actually thinking that Gaming may have gone into the Roche pit, but Gaming actually splitting up and farming. Quinn, he is going to be going down that build, of course, the Lincolns after the defusal, and of course he always gets it. He gets the Brigand's Blade, gets blessed. Bryle has BKB DD. I think you try to force the Roche.
Let's see if they get away with it.
It's going to die pretty quick. How long on Rolling Thunder? It's going to be back up in a second.
I mean, they know they're in there.
This is now a bit scary. Will Gaming look to strike? TSM.
Trying to keep wall coverage here. They're going to be able to set up with the stun into the finger. Tomato, he'll head over to finish off Celery.
Nicely done.
That should be, it is enough for them to get the space, get the Roche, get this Aegis on Bryle. So Aegis and BKB now in the SF. Bryle feeling super strong.
Good stuff. Has to be, as I was mentioning before, there's still those concerns a little bit for the SF. Is just how he uses the BKB. They have plenty of ways to poke and prod versus it. But this is, I mean, great stuff from TSM. Even though, less than 1K lead at the moment for Gaming Gladiators, TSM doing some nice movements here. Got to keep the ball rolling, though. Keep pressuring. BKB soon on the horizon for Tomato. They want to start looking to take top and take over this jungle to shut down this Naga. Duracho, he's doing Naga Siren things. He's cutting the mid wave, cutting the bottom wave with his illusion, so he's going to get his own semi-push kind of going. Whitemon, his Blink Dagger is not at a bad timing by any means. I mean, for a Lion, 19 minutes.
Gaming Gladiators unlikely to do anything about these tier 2 pushes. TSM getting the space. See how much more that they can push for under these next few minutes of having the Aegis. They will lose that tier 1 mid. Also pressure onto their own tier 2 down bottom right now.
TSM has to keep applying tons of pressure, though. They have to keep looking for these moves. Duracho's getting pretty damn massive. I believe he's got his Orchid finished up, so now he can even look to get involved in some fights with his team. Pupil's Gift, of course, too, so allows him to be able to fight. One of the better items on these edgies. Tomato. Uh-oh. He might just get soloed here. Can Quinn finish him?
I mean, he did get the rupture off onto Quinn, and
Can't
Quinn
quite.
did cut. Oh, in fact, down bottom, they're going to burst Celery low with the finger. Not quite enough to kill him straight away. And in fact, it's going to be Whitemon that ends up dying. Duracho using the song just to make sure the two of them get out if there's any further backup coming in from TSM. So they get the kill. And Celery appreciating Duracho helping him get out of there.
That's a big play. Shapeshift was used from Kasane, so the Lycan now can't go for many aggressive plays early for these next like 90 seconds or so. He's able to get them both out. Quinn does not get the solo kill though. It was close.
It was. I think he sort of he came out of the roll a bit too early, right? When he went for the bounce, he didn't get that secondary stun.
He was just, I mean, just scared because of the rupture, right? Maybe could have done a better job to set up for it there, but
Yeah, I think even if he does connect a second time before the rest of his combo, yeah, the rupture and the runaway is still going to be a play.
yeah, it was close. Because he had the arcane rune, so it was very, very close to him getting that secondary spell usage, but 3K lead though, gaming for TSM. You have to just continue to try to pressure though. Use your wolves to scout. Look for these aggressive plays anytime people are showing on these side lanes. Right now, Ace is showing bottom. He does not have his BKB, so potential to maybe go for him here. We did see Ace go for another farming item too. He went for the shard rather than going straight BKB. So they're playing to delay the game and they're playing to farm, which makes a lot of sense with the draft that they've been given.
Dire are scanning.
TSM, what's their next move? You've got two supports hanging around Brawl in the mid. Tomato trying to get that Mjolnir done next, and they do have some eyes on him top. Both Quinn and Tofu around. Tomato's playing it careful. Some pretty aggressive lines down the map. I think that's Tomato saying that he wants all the lanes shoved.
Yeah, he wants to be able to farm in a position aggressively, but he has to be super careful up top because if he gets chain stunned, then he's just gonna, if he gets stunned from the Pango, he's gonna get arrowed and likely to drop. They're gonna push mid. Shapeshift is back up for Kasane. Whitemon even, oh, this is a cute little play there. Whitemon actually dragging the bottom creep wave to his mid lane just to stop some of that pressure that's coming up from Duracho. But Duracho at the same time takes the mid wave, but it's not going to matter. They will get that tier 2. Still making good moves, but getting out farmed. Static Storm still stolen on Ahri, but it's going to tick away in the next 20 seconds or so.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now Quinn does have the protection, not only versus the Rupture, but also versus like that Blink Hex and stuff like that. Yes, there's ways to play around it, but they're just farming it up. I mean, Gaming Gladiators, they just want to play that later stages of the game. Maybe they're hitting a timing here, though. BKB on Ace, Lincoln's on Quinn. This is a fight they can absolutely take.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Bryle has to be very careful. They do have the shard on Ahri. Okay, so Ahri, he did rush picking up that one to try to protect his buddy. As we've seen multiple times, especially versus Disruptor, how useful that shard can be with the lift.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's bottom tower
Gaming's going for the long wraparound.
Radiant's courier.
I'm going to reveal there. Quinn taking out the courier.
It's 2 couriers. Okay.
A couple of couriers, but TSM's now going to know what's coming their way.
Duracho also has a heart. I mean, this is pretty big triple timings from the side of Gaming Gladiators. TSM,
Gaming Gladiators does have the high ground positioning, but TSM, yeah, they're very much set up in a way around these trees that they themselves are ready to react if Gaming Gladiators go for this move.
yep, they have that ward still on the high ground there a bit too. It's going to start getting taken out there from Duracho. And now TSM has to be a bit cautious. Positioning has kind of been broken here. Whitemon. They get the stun.
And he's in with the Dragon Tail. They're trying to separate Brawl from the rest of the team. He will be able to get the BKB off. He's going to go for the BKB TP.
They have the full run on
He'll
TSM.
get out of there. We'll see if the rest of them can escape. Kasane running with the ult. Has got the movement speed to keep the distance from Quinn. Tomato turns with the BKB and the Rupture to Quinn. Quinn, he's going to die. The Rupture will do it. Quinn ends up bleeding out. As Tomato deals with the Pango. And they themselves, TSM, they only lose Ahri.
Guess he didn't get the cancel up of the roll up at the end of the base there. He rolled just a little bit extra and does end up dying. Nice play, Tomato. Not bad for TSM. Yes, it's a BKB and stuff, but they get a pretty big kill on the Pango, all things considered.
Yeah, I mean, Tomato's going to be very happy with that one.
Yep.
He's now pretty much got the money to get the Miona done.
Mm-hmm. And Whitemon now after that too, he has Shard. So every time Dyrachyo sends his illusions, just quickly deleted. Gives you a lot of farm on a Lion. Do it again. Yum, yum.
Still positioned pretty aggressively here, Dyrachyo.
They thought it was an illusion.
They're going to try and move towards him. Full Daedalus done on Bryle.
Still hitting some pretty good timings on them. And yeah, they continue to shut down Quinn.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Close game here.
Bryle, he finds an invis. He's gonna maybe see if he can catch Quinn here top, but Quinn, he's already going out with the TP, so
he's gonna go join his team.
No one to be found. Bryle was hoping to catch Quinn backing up along the wave, but yeah, already gone.
That would have been incredible for TSM if they found him again there. Roche, 20 seconds. It's a quick spawn. 40 seconds total, but 20 left on it.
And TSM do take it down really nicely with this SF, so, and especially with the AC done as well now on Kasane. So any sort of kill they're able to get, that's going to open up Roche for them.
They have super high physical damage. All this minus armor, presence of Dark Lord, Howl, AC. Heroes will die fast if they can get on them.
And Whitemon is going to try and get in with a blink, but Ace immediately... Oh! Okay, unfortunate timing there, but I've got the crash on Dyrachyo's PC.
Oh, and this is always the awkward moments that we run into.
I mean, what's
right?
going to happen after this, though?
Who knows?
I mean, obviously, yes, Stellar apology, because indeed it's just awkward. Always awkward to, unfortunately, have the technological issues during these moments.
Now, the thing is, Tomato has options to pick and choose who he wants to rupture. Because Quinn, his Lincoln's is broken. Ace is spotted. They don't see Quinn for a second here, but...
Well, Tomato's a bit far out, right?
A little further, yeah.
So, honestly, I think Ace is just going to... He's just going to spam TP. Right, they're just going to get out, right? The game and want to fight, I think they're just going to run.
I think they might just run, yeah.
So they'll just run. I think Ace, he can maybe try for an instant TP.
Let's see. Yeah, he's out.
Free fire and a TP, that gets him away.
Is that enough for them to secure a Roche, though? BKB and DK form down.
I mean, they do it so quickly.
I think they should check it at least.
They could take it super quickly here, TSM.
Ari also stole Dragon Form, which honestly isn't not that bad. Now that they fixed the bug that was happening for a while where you always just got the Fireball even without Shard. He has Shard, so he gets Fireball from it. So it's not a bad steal by any means. Especially he's able to get Dragon Tail afterwards while he has it active. They scout the Roche. Yeah, I think they should probably look to go straight in there without the BKB on the DK. Sani's going to start it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is a big one, too. This is that Shard, so... Actually, I guess they didn't expect to get it that quickly, because I was like, Tomato, this is a great one for him, being able to get it on the Bloodseeker for free, but it's not bad on Bryle anyway.
Yeah, just give it a Bryle.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good on him anyway.
It's quite nice as well. A lot of damage.
Yep.
And, yeah, that extra bit of a fear, another way to sort of push heroes about, especially heroes that have been ruptured.
Mm-hmm.
Force them to take an extra bit of damage.
Bryle, feeling very confident.
He's going to get jumped.
Maybe too confident.
A little too confident, indeed. He's...
Oh, he BKB'd. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's not when you want to press the BKB button.
Oh, no.
So now they're in with the Rolling Thunder. And Bryle, he's life-stealing up for only just for the one hit.
Dyrachyo
now, but maybe Tomato could come in with a cleanup. As Tomato, he's ready to turn up to the fight here with the BKB and the Miona. Charges in, takes down Quinn. As by the looks of it, they didn't need Bryle. As this is just the cleanup here from Tomato.
Tomato.
He's taking down 3 of them, Tofu. And Celery, they're having a run.
He just deletes heroes, running right through them. It was a bait. That's what Bryle will say.
The plan all along there.
window to push. Kasane, he doesn't chase heroes. He goes straight down the mid lane.
Well, there you go.
Okay,
It was the big brain time to pressure BKB.
I mean, yeah, we'll give him the credit.
Big brain move there.
We'll give him the credit for it, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, Tomato. I mean, Tomato's doing fantastic this game. 5-1-0. Super farmed. He's going to go for the Basher next after picking up this Blink. Ooh. And Whitemon.
They'll find another one.
He's going to be able to catch Celery. Another finger stack for him. He's up to a nice, healthy 3 here so far.
Alrighty, that was... I guess the Blood Right caught Dyrachyo after he used Manta, because he was silenced,
the Naga
right?
Siren just disappeared at the start of the fight.
Yeah, I didn't even see how he walked into it, because I guess he just got completely controlled and silenced and had nothing to really do about it. All right, Bryle. I mean, definitely not the most optimal BKB usage for himself, but for his team, sure.
It works out for the team. It absolutely works out for the team.
And now he finds a DD top. Quinn having the roughest game we've seen on his Pango. 0-4-7. The Bloodseeker Ruptures constantly being thrown onto him. The early game ganks that they set up onto him. They've chunked that net worth lead all the way down.
A nice one here for the catch as well. They get the headband. They get it over to one of the supports.
Who wants it? It's maybe Ari, because he's got the lift save for his buddies. Whiteman's going to be using Ceremonial Robe. They're going to pass over... They bought a gem too, so they're going to pass over that gem to Kasane to control vision of the next few moments as well. Ace level 18. Aghanims is online, so he is also... I mean, he's still transitioning into a core himself. Game's still very close, but you can see, I mean, Tomato, the amount of damage that he's able to do. He even goes for a blink himself, so he's really looking to just get in the face of these heroes.
Yep. We'll see how much of a difference Dyrachyo's BKB makes for him. As Whitemon's in.
Whoa!
He's going to start the fight. I mean, he ends up tanking the Static Storm.
Bryle, he might have to bop BKB for if there's a glimpse.
Let's see what his plan is this time around. Pop it now.
Okay.
I mean, he's happy to sort of be in on top of them, obviously, when he puts the BKB, because he does a hell of a lot of damage.
Still had the DD. They want to try to catch him again, though.
Nice. Good jump. He's in with the Dragon Tail. Ari able to separate him a little bit with the telekinesis.
Song.
There's the setup, and they got the follow-up. So what they want to go for here, they're going to go towards the 3 of them underneath the tier 2 tower. Look for this supports first. As they'll be able to take down Ari. Bryle will get the Requiem off, though. Dyrachyo's got to be a little bit careful. Sure, he's got the BKB, but he's still taking quite a bit of a punch here with these physical right clicks from Bryle.
Ace.
Also has to be a bit cautious. He'll try for the BKB TP, but the damage from the SF's too much.
Bryle, I mean, the damage he's able to do. He still had DD for quite some time. I think it just starts to wear out toward the end of that fight there. He's getting some humongous crits.
Yeah, it was pretty much, at least for about 80% of that action.
Yep.
I mean, the BKBs, you know, sure, they're very much necessary, of course, on Gaming Gladiators, but they don't make you invulnerable. Yeah, a lot of physical, huge amounts. There's this right-click SF, the AC of the Lycan. Yeah, we're seeing sort of like these 900 damage hits coming out from Bryle, especially when he had this DD.
Yeah, like honestly, I think I saw like 1,000 or something like that. It was pretty ridiculous how hard he's hitting these very quote-unquote tanky heroes with high armor.
Yeah, and takes the fight nicely here. Pops the Requiem just in case anyone was going to push forward. You know, so it only ends up pushing Ace back a little bit, but just gives them that time to kind of get the fight in a position where Gaming Gladiators there to try and retreat.
Bryle, BKB does come back active. He also has another power rune, arcane rune, and now he's hit 20. So that big damage talent, it's in. Free 60 damage for him also in these fights.
Yeah, it's definitely fights where Gaming Gladiators, they've got to get on top of this SF.
Yep.
Otherwise, Bryle, I mean, that's the problem now at this point, honestly. Either Bryle or Tomato is going to clean up both of these cores, doing insane amounts of damage if the fights go on.
They're keeping the scaling going really nicely, too, because SF, even when he hits 25, he's going to just be able to delete the Naga Siren illusions constantly, on top of what we've seen from the Lion. Like Whitemon, every time Dyrachyo uses any type of mirror images, just sucks him and deletes him.
A Whitemon. Get caught here.
Bryle.
They get this jump with the Dragon Tail.
The arrow.
The Rolling Thunder's there to follow. They're able to chain stun him. They're not able to grab him out of this one. Ari tries to save him, but there's no saving him in that situation. Too much control from Gaming Gladiators.
They kind of... Okay, they can't get quite another one. Kasane, he is fast enough to get away. Massive kills for Gaming. Always a difficult thing for the Shadow Fiend. It's just these chain stuns. Lane's in an okay position, but Dyrachyo, he has sent his illusions to go push it out, and they actually are potentially going for another catch here, Ace.
Ace will be tempted to dive.
He knows where he is. He's right on top of him. Oh, no way.
He finds him. I mean, they had great awareness of Ace.
That was sick.
Knowing exactly what spot in the trees he's trying to hide it. Tomato does kill off Celery.
Tomato might be able to just clean up.
I mean, quick. They've already had to start TPing out. Ace might not have that luxury. He's got the BKB.
Uh-oh. He's got a blink.
Oh. And they've got the stun. Ari with the Dragon Tail catches him. And I believe Tomato was even able to drop an XD in the middle of that play. And Dyrachyo, he will get out with the BKB TP. But yeah, TSM, again, in these situations where, sure, Braul's dead, but, I mean, Tomato, he's still got to do the work. So, you know, you've got to deal with both of these heroes. Taking one of them out of the game does not put TSM in a point where they're not ready to fight.
No, I'm very impressed with how Tomato's been able to do this. He's level 21. I mean, oh my God, he's drawing everywhere on the map. He's very excited this game, it seems like.
Yeah.
But some really good stuff. I mean, Ace, he thought that he caught the Lycan, but ended up catching himself and some of his teammates too. Multiple BKBs being forced. TSM, what do they do with those BKBs being on cooldown since Dyrachyo's is down?
And what does Tomato go for his next time, do you reckon? He's got a fair bit of money building up, and he's got a slot free to fill.
That's actually a good question. He's a little fragile. That's the one thing I'm a little worried about. So I'm not 100% sure. Butterfly always feels incredible if you want to just like stand toe-to-toe versus something like Naga because she can't itemize versus it. Could be an option for him, or he can maybe just do something like the Scotty and stuff. We'll see. Or maybe just like a Satanic to take up Bryle. This time he does get the BKB off.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Let's see if they
attack.
can go for him after the BKB. It's not easy, though. The full lineup of TSM ready to fight.
Whitemon takes the arrow. There's illusions coming. Oh, doesn't actually lift him.
Dyrachyo, he's going to try and get in onto Tomato, but Tomato puts the BKB and he's ready to turn.
He's fighting him.
He's more than happy to stand his ground against Dyrachyo. Dyrachyo puts the BKB in the stone, trying to escape, but the right click of Brawl takes him out. As Dyrachyo, he just went for it. He blinked in, tried to challenge Tomato. It wasn't going to work out for him, Fogged.
That was a big risk. He's dead for a very long time, 60 seconds. Gaming Gladiators, they're completely surrounded.
Ari's ready to go for more. Leads him with the telekinesis, but Ace tries to jump in with the Dragon Tail. They've got the follow-up Rolling Thunder and the Static Storm, but Tomato is able to step out to the side. They'll lose Ari. Kasani, he has his BKB. Brawl getting some good hits in onto Ace. Ace down to half HP. Get up to the high ground, trying to keep his distance away from Tomato.
Ace.
He's got to be careful.
He's being
the
bold.
BKB, but again, these right clicks from Brawl, they hurt.
Oh.
One more and Ace will go down. He's got to keep his distance. He's up to the high ground again.
Oh my God! I mean, they're playing with fire here, poking and prodding.
Brawl.
Bryle.
I mean, he feels strong.
Top lane is dying. The tower has been brought incredibly low.
They have to put the fortification.
I mean, the shard from the Lycan, it's always that invisible pressure that comes out. It was happening bottom for some time. Now it's going for top.
And sort of as close as the game is in terms of numbers, you know, 20 to 16, 2K lead for TSM, it very much feels that the difference is for Gaming Gladiators, they can't really fight without Dyrachyo.
No.
But obviously for TSM, Brawl or Tomato, if one of them's dead, it's fine. They can absolutely still fight very strong with sort of how much one of these cores offers.
Dyrachyo just has to be much more careful. He has to give a lot more respect to how much damage they deal. The physical damage is absurd. He literally blinked into the face of Tomato and challenged him. They're going to smoke up. What are the cooldowns looking like? BKB is up. Bryle.
They want to go for him. They get the Dragon Tail, but Whitemon's able to jump in, come in with the Hex. Is it going to be enough time for Brawl to get the BKB off? It is. Brawl puts the BKB.
He's got to run, though.
Keep us distant from Dyrachyo. And they'll back off with this one, TSM.
These supports keep getting picked off, though. 40 seconds, Gaming. They want to look for more.
Roshan's going to be up there very, very soon. 15 seconds until Roche.
They both kill it at such a insane rate. Now the AC's finished up for Ace.
I believe that's actually an ACE.
Mm-hmm.
Get it?
And it's spotted. Okay. There's no Pango here right now. So they do lack a little bit of his minus armor. It's still dropping very quick, but it's scouted. 15 seconds till line is back available.
Do they want to do it? They want to go.
Sure do.
They got to get it quick, though, TSM.
It's dropping.
And in
They
fact,
get
with
the
the
arrow.
arrow connecting, yeah, they're going to go with this. Ace jumps in with the BKB in with the Dragon Tail. Ari used the telekinesis to get Braille away, but there's the jump forward. Derecho is in on top of the SF to get the glimpse back. Braille's gone.
What an arrow.
80 seconds now. They can push on and at least try and force out this buyback.
Oh my god, almost getting another arrow connection.
Oh, and another jump. Whitemon tries to turn with the mana drain, but Ace is in with the Dragon Tail, catches him.
And Ari.
They'll find Ari in the trees.
Uh-oh. Things are falling apart.
They can get quite the push going now down this mid lane, Gaming Gladiators.
The execution from Gaming is honestly quite beautiful. The way they're getting these jumps. They instantly break Lincoln, stun in his face, get on top of him with everybody. Multiple times onto Bryle. It's always the risk for the SFs. Bryle has been playing pretty damn phenomenally, but it's just difficult when there's so many things getting on him. And these supports, they're so fragile. They try to save their buddy multiple times, but then they get caught in a static storm. They get caught inside near the Pango with the Rolling Thunder. And yeah, I mean, Tofu absolutely coming in clutch. Just a stray arrow. Catches Bryle in the knee.
Yeah, it sets up so much. And so that chain reaction now down the mid, down the bottom.
They don't want to buy back either.
2 lanes here where Gaming Gladiators putting the pressure on. They have fortification, TSM.
But the push is fast. 10 seconds for SF.
Let's see how much they can get.
Not going to fall.
All right, they're going to back off. They'll respect the fact that Brawl's up in a few.
They still have, what, some cooldowns as well, too, I believe. Actually, they still had everything. They're just, yeah, respecting it.
And they'll settle for just getting all the lanes shoved in, move up towards this top, get the tier 2.
Secure the tier 4 neutral items as well.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Game was looking pretty neck and neck, but Gaming Gladiators with these last few moments have really started to kick things together for themselves, getting these catches. And Tomato, I mean, he's still 8-1, but he's having to run in a lot of these situations because Bryle does get caught initially.
Now opted for the Lincoln Sphere, and now just wants to be working towards that late game refresher.
Okay. They just have, as we've seen, they have so many ways of just popping the Lincolns, though. I can see why he wants to do it, though. These chain stuns are strong from Gaming. Timeless Relic being picked up now for the side of Gaming Gladiators. And a Ninja Gear on Dyrachyo. This is always a dream item on pretty much any of these carries.
Absolutely, especially when you're playing with the blink as well.
Yeah.
Really nice for catching them by surprise with the jump from the smoke.
And we're seeing Quinn adapt. Since there's such immense physical damage, he now has a Shivas. They're all starting to pick up these items to address that physical damage that TSM does have that's incredibly strong. Next timings for TSM, I mean, the big one is really going to be Bryle's 25 and Kasani's Aghanims. But fights are starting to get quite a bit more complicated because of all this chain stun that comes out. And, I mean, the supports just get deleted. Controlling the map. DD rune spawns top. TSM now trapped inside the base. Okay, I was checking who had the refresher shard. They have it on Ace right now. It wasn't really the one that I would have expected it to be on, but... Have been seeing a lot of tricky plays with a bunch of these teams, though, where they quickly pass off these refreshers in the midst of the team fights. And it's that, yeah, it's a full Satanic now for Ace also. So he is, I mean, very, very tanky himself. 48 armor.
I mean, yeah, they could throw themselves into the high ground, honestly.
And he can also, with the refresher shard, he can blink, stun.
Yep.
Right? So he can really change
Dracho's
somebody.
He's going to look to go straight for Whitemon. Ace is able to get the jump as well onto Bryle. They're in onto the SF under the tier 4 towers. Bryle, he's just dead.
He didn't even need the second Dragon Tail. The arrow connected.
We'll definitely have to consider the buybacks here, as it will come out from Whitemon.
Ace did pop the refresher shard, so he will have another form of full dragon form immediately right after this one does wear out. Anyone who steps up, they always have the Lincoln's break.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere here, Gaming Gladiators. They'll go for a second set of racks. What do you do if you're TSM? Do you have to use this buyback, or you're letting a second set of racks go down?
Honestly, you might be forced to, but it does not feel good to do it. I mean, 50 seconds, they can just keep going. Okay, they'll throw out a Rupture to Racho.
Oh, ace.
Ooh, nice little blink. Bryle's really trying to hang on to this buyback, though. This is a risk. I mean, gaming, I'd imagine they just try to force it. Dragon form, as we said, it's back up because he used the refresher earlier to try to chain stun.
I mean, especially, you know, it hits the hardest when it's kind of in these 20 seconds where the buyback feels even more painful if you have to use it.
I'm pretty surprised that he hung on to it, Owen.
As Ace, he's in with the jump. Ari, he'll end up getting burnt down by the dragon. Ari will buy back immediately, but yeah, Brawl really wanting to protect his buyback. Tomato will charge in aggressively over towards Celery.
He's a wolf.
He's in with the BKB. He turns his attention over towards Ace. Ace in a fair bit of trouble. He's got the BKB off himself, Ace. See if he can live through this. He'll be able to get the fireball down on the ground. He'll finally die. But the BKB for Tomato's worn off. Tomato, he'll turn towards Tofu, but the leaps are there. Tomato's out of the game. Whitemon gone. Tomato's got buyback, but Whitemon does not. See if they can get Duracho. They've got the Rupture, but the cheese is swallowed. Duracho, he's also got the Song. The Song is there. Over to the side. Quinn takes down Bryle. Bryle will have to buy back this time. As Duracho, he was able to walk off with the Song. Quinn.
Can they get him? They can.
He will get caught. So, a defense of sorts, but cost them 3 buybacks. And they do still end up losing that melee Rex in the top lane. Just the range Rex remaining on Tomato.
Tomato!
He's gone out to hit the entrance,
no.
but Duracho and Tofu, they were there! And that's a dieback.
I mean, the game is in a very difficult state anyway, but he gets caught, and now it's the end.
That does kind of seal the deal.
And it's amazing.
Oh, he played so clean this game, but it really wasn't enough.
Yeah, frustrations towards the end, understandably so. Yeah, he put his heart into it, this one. But those last few moments, the base just getting taken away from them.
90 seconds. I mean, they're going to be able to respawn with Ace and run down
mid.
Yep, DD spawns bottom as well, too. A blessing, of course, even more so for gaming. And Duracho's just committing.
Clean up the Megas.
He's like, screw it. Duracho says, get out of my game. Oh, boy.
And they definitely have their chances this game, TSM, but Gaming Gladiators, they've looked really good this league. And, you know, it's wins like this that they show you exactly why.
Honestly, Tofu and Ace, the way that they... I'll give some credit to Celery, too, because he's the one breaking the Lincolns a lot of the times with the glimpse, super far distance, but the way they
just picked up 2 hexes as well.
Oh, my God.
They're ready to shut it down.
Even more disables, as we've seen, have been... I mean, the disables have been everything, really, for me, from gaming. The way that they're just catching and controlling heroes. At 35 minutes, game state was pretty much dead even. And then you can... I mean, we can pull up the graph, and it says quite a bit there of how much those consecutive plays from gaming, chain stunning, catching Bryle really added up. You see very few of those green dots in those last 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah, big items coming out for Gaming Gladiators. On top of the big ones they already had. Overwhelming blink done for Ace. I believe Celery is very close to being able to treat himself to the Aghanims to close things up.
Oh, sure, why not?
Just trying to find that final bit of gold here in the jungle.
They're giving it to him. He's like, give me the next wave as well.
Yeah.
No, the Mega Creeps, they're going to take them all. Aww. He gets a wolf. TSM fought hard in this game, but it was a difficult one. Who thought they were up against with how gaming plays. Stuck in the base now versus these Megas.
Yeah, just waiting here for Gaming Gladiators to come and to deliver them the final blow.
Lane's pushing in. Is anything big? Are they waiting for anything? I mean, they have a lot of gold saved up, and yeah, the Aghanims is now coming up for Celery. So maybe he was just saying, let's just be as careful as possible. They might even, honestly, they might even wait for the next Roche just to be as safe as possible.
Yeah, they could.
Tomato! He's memeing now at this point. Blinks into the arrow. You see him smiling a little bit in his camera. They know the inevitable. And now they're not going to wait for the Roche. Looks like they're going to enter. Maybe.
They don't have Quinn with them. No, they're in no rush at Gaming Gladiators.
No, not in a rush by any means. How's SF doing? Is Bryle 25? Not just yet. It's going to take a pretty massive throw from Gaming Gladiators for TSM to have this one, but maybe Bryle, if he's able to farm Rapier, farm 25, that could be the 1%. Hey, they're actually, okay, yeah, they're being as careful as possible. Waiting for Roche. Coming in 5 seconds.
Yeah. I'll see that it's up now.
Why not? Give Dyrachyo an Aghanim so he can reel people in. Give it a Quinn, of course. I'm just kidding.
Well, they might, I mean, they might for the memes, you know.
Maybe for the memes, yeah.
33k lead.
I mean,
Mega
Quinn,
creeps.
Quinn almost level 28 though, so he'll have the shield crash talent also if he does want to. I mean, if you really want to just be as try-hard as possible.
So yeah, Dyrachyo,
He'll take it. He's like, nope, I'm reeling people in.
There we go.
Because you know what? When he has Ag Static Storm also, it does make sense. You sleep everyone, you reel someone into it as well, too.
Oh, that's true.
So it's a lot of fun for the memes.
Get someone else into the combo.
You're like, oh, Rubik, you want to pull someone out of my kinetic field? Get over here.
I'll see if they get... They might even look to go for some fountain diving here, honestly,
Yeah.
Gaming Gladiators.
They might as well.
Yep.
They are that strong. Entering with the Moonlight.
And here we go.
Okay.
Look at who do they want to go
Ari.
for?
They want Ari because they have to stop the save. But they're actually just going to go for Bryle. Okay. I mean, he can just lift him out.
All right.
Whoopsie.
All right.
Whatever.
Easy counter there for Ari, but indeed, they'll still lose Kasani. Kasani will have the buyback straight away. He's going to be able to bite Tomato.
Watch him go, the wolf. Can he do anything?
He's going to have to hold his ground for a bit. The Rupture's there. Use the Requiem to try and push them back, but won't quite catch on.
Oh, and he tanks an arrow.
And they're going to be able to follow up with the Hex, but at the same time, Tomato is going to try and get in on top of Ace, but he has to back off himself now with the BKB. Kasani, he's in on the front lines, will get his BKB off and manages to make it back to the fountain, but Whitemon's gone, has got buyback available. Bryle, however, does not.
GG.
It's still on cooldown, and indeed, GG is called. Gaming Gladiators will take this series, both game wins, 2-0 against TSM. As